Hello, how are you doing? Today I'm going to tell you how to study the PMP, how to be prepared for the exam, and how to pass the exam from the first time. PMP is not difficult, but people, someone going to jump in a swimming pool, and in the swimming pool there is like 3-4 people swimming and enjoying, and then 150 persons outside the swimming pool, and they are watching those people, and they are saying those people are crazy. How can they swimming in this very deep swimming pool? It's very cold. No one can jump in it. Then when you try to jump in the swimming pool, and these 3-4 people, they're saying, okay, yalla, come, it's easy, it's amazing. You'll find this 150 persons outside. They'll say, "No, are you crazy? Don't jump. It's very cold. It's very deep. Don't jump. Don't jump." This is the PMP story, and this is a PMP exam. People who studied right, took the right plan, took the exam, passed, they are enjoying now. While the majority of the people, they didn't even study, okay, and they didn't study well, and they didn't take the exam, or they took it the wrong way and they failed. They are afraid, and they are warning the other people not to take the step. So if you think that the PMP exam is horrible thing, and you cannot pass it, it's a myth. Okay, you have to break this myth, and you have to take the your own way, and you have to do it your own in order to start your development. And if you think the PMP is the last point, no, PMP only is the start. And when you take the PMP, it means that you are ready to apply this knowledge in your life. And certification without application and without implementation is nothing.
Certification without application and without implementation is nothing.
You have to take the certificate, you have to apply it in your life, in your business, even if you started with 10%, 30%, 50%, until you reach the 100%, okay? And PMP is not a methodology you have to follow, it's only a guideline. It means it's not valid for all the projects, okay? So you can take whatever you need from this certificate, and you can tailor this knowledge in order to be applicable in your project or in your life or whatever. The next point is you have to take the exam before June, because PMP exam is gonna be changed. Okay, so no need to wait until you say, I will wait, I don't know when I will take it. No, just you still have the time, you can study, you can take the exam, you can succeed. Okay. If you plan, or some people say, I need to take the exam after June because it's better to see the new edition, which is good methodology. It's better for you. But for me, I recommend you to start study now. You take the certificate now, and then you just promise yourself that you will study again after you get it done after June, when the new edition released, and then you will be alert, or you will be updated, or you will stay. And if the exam will be changed after June, you need to take more time, let's say 3 months, until you know how everything is going on. So are you ready to hear the plan? Let's go. In order to know how to study, you should know what are the material you should use, okay? And in order to study, you have to have you have to have the BIM book, and you have to have also Rita Fast Track, okay? So those are the two material which are important for you to start with, okay? So just prepare a paper to write this plan, to follow this plan, and this plan achieved more than 90% success in the PMP exam. Okay, let's go. Are you ready? Step number 1. Read Rita book for the first time very quickly, okay? And when I say very quickly, you shouldn't focus on each word, on each paragraph. You just have to understand the context, okay? And this is the first time. Normally, it will take from you 2 chapters to 3 chapters a week. Okay, step number 2. Read Rita for the second time very quickly again. Okay, but again, in this point, in number 2, you have to take notes, your own notes, either on a paper or on a Word file, Excel file. You have to write your own summary from each chapter. Also, in number 2, you have to solve the questions at the end of each chapter from Rita. You have like 50 questions. You have like 50 questions at each chapter. You have to solve them all. And solving the questions is part of the study itself. Step number 3. Read Rita again for the 3rd time very quickly. And in the last time, or in this 3rd time, you have to focus on your notes, okay? And it should take like 2 days. So in the 2nd time, it should take 2 days. And I forgot to tell you that in the 2nd time, you have to read Rita for the 2nd time. It will take from you 2 weeks, okay? So in the 1st time, it will take 2 chapters to 3 chapters a week. And the 2nd time, it will take 2 weeks to read the whole book. And the 3rd time, it will take only 2 days to read the whole book. Step number 4. And this is very important. Take one complete exam. Solve one complete exam, 200 questions in 4 hours. And don't say, okay, I will solve 100 questions and then I will take break 2 hours and I will come back again. No, take it one shot. In these 4 hours, you can take each hour like 2-3 minutes as a break, and then you can resume again. So in these 4 hours, you have to solve the 200 questions, okay? And the normal percentage for the first exam, because it is the first time to force yourself to sit 4 hours to solve 200 questions. It will take your score will be like 40, 50, 60%. Okay, so don't be angry if you got 40, 50. So no problem. This is the normal curve. Okay, and I consider solving the questions or the exam in the simulators will be part of the study. Okay, so study or to be prepared for the exam is not only to read the books, to be prepared mentally and to solve as many questions as you can. Okay, so this is step number 4. Fine. Till now, you studied, you start solving some questions at the end of each chapter, and also at the end, you solved one complete exam. Still, it's not enough to take the exam. Okay, so the next step is to increase your fitness. Okay, we need to make sure that you are capable enough to carry this 50 kilogram of load in the PMP exam. You got my point? So step number 5 is solve more 4 complete exams. Okay, so you solved one, you have to solve more 4 exams. Okay, and the percentage of these exams you should achieve the 80%. Okay, you should achieve the 80% in the 2nd, in the 3rd, in the last exam. You should hit the 80% so that I can say you can take the PMP exam and you are ready to take the PMP exam. And these 4 exams should be done in 8 days. Okay, so it will be like this: 1 day exam. Okay, that's it. خلاص. After finishing the exam, don't do anything else. In the 2nd day, you have to review your answers in the previous exam, and the right answers are fine. The wrong answers, you should understand why you get them wrong. What are your mistakes? What are your gaps? Okay, like this: 1 day exam, 1 day revision, 1 day exam, 1 day revision, 4 exams in 8 days. Okay, and the gaps will be one of 2 categories. Okay, number 1, technical gaps. So these mistakes because I didn't understand this topic, or I have to come back and read this topic again. So this is the first category of your gaps. The second category, which is very, very important: I solved it wrong because I couldn't concentrate in the question. I solved it wrong because I get nervous because of the question is very long. I made it wrong because I didn't focus in the question number 150. I did it wrong because after the question 180, I find some animals flying on the screen. A lot of, we can say, mental or fitness gaps. In this case, you will know your own gap because each one of us has his or her own gaps. Okay, so you will fill your technical gaps by reading again, and you will fill your mental or fitness gaps by finding where is the problem and start focusing on your problem. Maybe you are not focusing well. Maybe you need to eat some, like to increase your concentration. So you need to eat fish and nuts, and okay, maybe you need to take the exam at the morning, so you have to sleep at night well, like this. Maybe you need to isolate yourself. You will know your own problem. I know also people they read the choice number 1, 2, 3 and forget number 4, or when they found the option number 1 is fine for them, they select it and press next question and so on. Okay, how can you discover this? By solving more and more. Okay, and always I say, when you solve more questions, you will find like some sensors coming in your body will tell you the right answer. Okay, and this will come by solving more and more questions. Like you are driving, and when you drive, number of years, you will feel that you can drive while you are doing something else, and you still can see everything around you. Okay, sensors. You will have sensors in your body telling you where to go and how to focus and which answer is the right one. Okay, this is number 5. Number 6. The last 2 days before the exam, take them off. Don't study PMP, don't solve exam, just sleep, eat, play, swim, make anything except PMP to make your mind start processing. Okay, start processing the information. And then step number 7, just take the PMP exam. Okay, in which point of those I can or I should book the exam? Okay, you should go for the exam at step number 4. When you take the first exam, you can see yourself where you are from the story, because number 4 you will solve the first exam, so you will be knowing where you are from the life, so that you can see, yeah, I'm ready to take the exam, or I need to take it more, like this. I need to tell you that 33% of your focus on the exam will depend on, or your answering on the exam will depend on your study. Okay, so this 33.3%. The next 33.3% depends on your solving as many questions as you can. The third point is your mental preparation. How ready you are for the exam. Okay, like some questions, a lot of questions will be difficult in the beginning, so make sure you'll be under control and don't go with the flow. Like you will be nervous, you will lose your focus. Okay, it's game. Okay, this is fine. I'm ready to help you. Just tell me how can I help you to make it easier for you to be prepared for the exam and to pass the exam. Follow this plan, and it will be easy for you to hit the exam from the first time. Thank you. I'm here to help you. You still have time. Just if you started from now, you can take the exam by March or April. My benchmark is 1 month. You can take the PMP study and take the exam in 1 month maximum. You can take it by at the beginning of May, so that you still have time to take it again, let's say at the middle of May and in June, in case you didn't pass, but I'm sure inshallah you'll pass from the first time. I'm here to help you. Thank you, and take it forward, and you will pass from the first time, and you will be PMP certified. And this certification will not be the last one. This will be only the starting point for you, because you have a lot of points to achieve and a lot of targets to get after the PMP. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.